Hey, welcome back. I hope everybody is having a great Saturday, and thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today on the channel, guys, I thought it'd be kind of fun to look at the history and the different versions of He-Man and Skeletor throughout the years through the MasterVerse line. All right, part one. Now, one thing, if I don't have for the most part, it's going to be a loose review of figures only, but if I don't have the complete set loose in the collection, it will be a full unboxed form. Okay, so basically this is going to be like a history of all different versions of He-Man and Skeletor through the Masters line. Okay, starting off right here, we have of course the exclusive He-Man and Skeletor 40th edition pack right there. Of course, it's always reminding me of the 80s style, like the first versions of He-Man right there and Skeletor. Really cool figures. All right. Of course, these are a little bit different. Now, we did, of course, get that single-carded He-Man from Walmart, but we never got a single-carded version of this Skeletor for us collectors at retail. And I think that was, for me personally, I think that was kind of a letdown, I really think that, Mattel kind of dropped the ball when they did not do that for us. But we did get this amazing 2-pack right here. And, of course, this version of He-Man is slightly different from his single-carded retail version, because this version right here is flocked. It's more metallic metal and stuff for the weapons, and so is Skeletor. Of course, this Skeletor's mouth is articulated as well. Really cool Havoc staff. Alright. So, but very, very cool. Alright. Now on to the next version of the timeline of He-Man and Skeletor, and I have my turntable here. Of course, we got that movie version, because the movie came out, I believe, in 1987. Right there, there's He-Man, right there. And then here's old Skeletor. Very cool. Now, the one thing about this version of He-Man that people didn't really care for was the fact that it was not Dolph Lundgren. It didn't have that Dolph Lundgren likeness of this figure here. But I'm still happy we got these two versions of He-Man and Skeletor in the collection. Of course, we got many more movie versions of this great movie with Wildor, and we have Evil Land. Of course, we have Beastman coming. And I'm looking forward to hopefully getting Man-at-Arms and Teela. I think that would be a great, additions to the collection. All right, but very, very cool. But I do like this Skeletor too. I think they did an amazing job with the look, with the softwood fabric. The face sculpt looks amazing. The look looks great. Everything about this version. And it'd be kind of cool to get that God Mode Skeletor. I know we got them in, I think, in Super 7, but it'd be kind of cool to get that. We could get that God Mode for Skeletor. But there you go, guys. There is a look at He-Man and Skeletor from the 87 movie right there. All right, these guys back. All right. So next in the timeline of He-Man, and you can see all the different styles and looks of He-Man and Skeletor too, which is really cool. All right. Then we got the New Adventures of He-Man right here. So we got this looking a much different take on He-Man. Okay, and I would have to say personally, not my favorite version. The show didn't do so good, and I never liked. I think I've watched one episode, and I just couldn't get into it. But you can see the different styles of He-Man and Skeletor, of these two like iconic figures here. For the first time, you have He-Man with pants, and Skeletor. I mean, I don't know what's going on with him. It looks like it's just a weird, looking Skeletor, and a much bigger version of Skeletor as well. He's got a He-Man with a ponytail, and I prefer this version. Of course, we got some armor with this version of He-Man from New Adventures. But I prefer this look because it reminds me of that He-Man part of that 4-pack of Origins. I'm still hoping that we get a Origins version of this Skeletor. I think that'd be really cool to get. Let me pause the turntable here. But you can see the different, the style of Skeletor here. A much different take on him, More like a robotic, cybernetic, version of Skeletor. Even the Havoc staff looks a lot different, I guess because this is more of a space-based, I think, I could be wrong, version of He-Man And so you have more of that space feel, okay? But very cool. All right. All right. Now, unfortunately, you know, if I'm doing the math correct, we're doing it right. As far as TV shows and stuff like that, there was the 2000X line. Now, unfortunately, MasterVerse has not given us a 2000X version of He-Man and Skeletor yet. They could change. I mean, they could do it. I mean, why not? They've done all kinds of different variants of He-Man and Skeletor. So I will not be surprised at some point down the line. You know, Origins has done it. So why not MasterVerse? So I have a feeling, maybe not. I don't know. We might get at least a 2000X version, you know, like an anniversary, you know, edition, like the 2-pack right here. I mean, I'm down for that, of He-Man and Skeletor. I think that'd be really cool to get, and get like different like armor, like snake armor for He-Man and maybe Skeletor as well. All right. But on to the next timeline here. Now, these two versions of He-Man and Skeletor, I guess they predate, like, for me, they kind of predate everything, okay? And what I'm talking about is the Viking He-Man from New Eternia and the barbarian look of Skeletor, okay? Like, these are, you know, two versions of the hero and the villain in a different time frame. That's what I always get out of it. You know, a different, you know, timeline where, you know, this is barbarian time, you know, and a Viking, like, intermixed and matched up, but very cool, you know, like all the New Eternia figures, you know, that we've gotten so far in MasterVerse. And I love the look of both these figures here. They look really, really cool. All right. Now, I always wondering if the helmet is removable. No. Okay. Let me pause it right there. But very cool. I love the look of He-Man right there in his Viking look. You know, he's got the dagger right there. He's got the horn helmet right there. It would have been nice too to give it like a cape for He-Man. You know, something, you know, pretty like a shredded cape. I think that would have been a nice touch for He-Man. And Skeletor looks incredible. I love the look of Skeletor. I love the goatee. If you look closely, he has like a goatee. As a skeleton head, you know, I think I love that. It looks really good with the soft good cape. I love the barbarian sword, almost, you know, almost like a pirate sword in a way, I think, but very cool. Absolutely, two amazing figures here. Now, also too, I want to also point out there was a Skeletor in Revelation, and I'm gonna get him right now. All right. You know, guys, let me get these out of the way real fast, okay? Let me get the Barbarian, Skeletor, and He-Man out of the way. All right. Oops. Let me show you at least the single-carded version of, I believe it was a Walmart exclusive MasterVerse He-Man, and it's this version right here. As you can see, if I put them next to each other, you can see that, you know, almost the same exact figure. I mean, oops. You know. Only thing the difference between these two is the fact that this version of He-Man was flocked. You know, the trunks, the part right here of the top of the boots, but everything else is pretty much identical from this version. And like I said before, it's a shame, and I think I'd like a total letdown that we didn't get a single carded version of this Skeletor, you know, at retail, because, you know, this is what you're seeing here. Of course, we all know is an exclusive 2-pack, and so not a lot of collectors were able to get this 2-pack. All right, so, you know, this is kind of like the closest thing they could get to add these two amazing figures, you know, in the collection. So for the fact that, you know, Mattel did not give us a single carded version of this Skeletor here, to me, I think is a total letdown. All right. All right, I'm going to do a little turnaround of the single carded version of He-Man for the 40th anniversary. Single carded 2-pack. I'm sorry, single carded version. But very cool, very cool. Could not be happier to get this 80s style, you know, version of He-Man in the collection right here. Very cool. All right. All right now. All right, so guys, that's going to end part 1 of the the look of the history of He-Man and Skeletor, all their different versions throughout the years. All right. All right. So I'd like to take the time now, of course, to thank my subscribers. If you made it this far in the video and have not subscribed, please subscribe, guys. I love talking with you guys. All things Masters of the Universe, like the MasterVerse line here, okay, like the Origins line, which could be the Vintage line now. All right. To the cartoon collection, to the Turtles of Grayskull. And speaking of Turtles of Grayskull, all right, I just came up in my head a great vehicle that they could create for the Turtles of Grayskull, okay? So, if you're not aware, the collector, the Filmation style collector vehicle was available at Mattel Creations. You can actually buy it right now. And I bought me one, and it's been shipped out. So hopefully very soon on the channel, I should get my collector, that Filmation style collector vehicle, in the collection. So we'll do a full on review. And I was thinking of like other vehicles of the cartoon collection I hope to get. Okay, and one thing was the attack track. I think the attack track was an option. That voting option, and eventually people voted for the Serpent's Lair. But I think the Filmation style attack track was an option. I still hope it's an option for us, Filmation collectors. Now, which leads me to the Turtles of Grayskull. Okay, I would love to get a mashup of the Turtles van and the attack track. Like the Turtles attack van. Have a mashup between the Turtles van and the attack track. Have those, the same style as the attack track, but almost like Turtles, van-esque, look, and have the attack track wheels, in the Filmation style look. I think that, and you can open it up. You can have up to 4 figures in the whole, like you can have the 4 brothers, or you can have a mixed match of He-Man and Turtles. I think that would be really cool. I mean, to get like a mashup between the Turtles van and the attack track, all right? Or even the attack track itself, too. I mean, both versions would be great, all right? So, yeah, I just thought about that, let me know what you think about that. Getting I'm sure we'll get that ooze pit, or a slime pit. I think that'd be really cool to get. Or getting like a Technodrome version of Snake Mountain or something, something really cool, something really different, I know I'm thinking outside the box, but this, it's about He-Man. I love this stuff, So let me know in the comments below what you think about my idea of doing a mashup between the Turtles van or the attack track, doing a combination of both. I think that'd be really cool. All right. Of course, always hit that thumbs up button, that like button. And thank you for doing that, guys. Helps my channel get out there to grow for more people who love this stuff, this amazing brand here of He-Man, to watch my videos and hopefully subscribe as well. So thank you so much for doing that. And hit that notification bell when you know I upload new videos. And of course, we'll do part 2 of the history or the different styles of He-Man and Skeletor through the Masters line. All right. Of course, share this video. Has a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe. All right. Which could be the MasterVerse line here, the Origins, the cartoon collection, the Turtles of Grayskull, the CGI line. You have Masters of the WWE Universe, Superstars line. You have Funko and Mondo and 80s and 2000X and Princess of Power, and Super 7, and just a variety of great figures and an amazing brand. All right. So, guys, I hope you guys have a great Saturday. And I'll see you guys on Sunday with part 2. Take care, guys, and have a good one.